Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Sir Efj, and we're not playing Gundam Battle Operation 2 today, but we have some interesting news to look at. So a lot of you have heard that Gundam Battle Operation 2 has been announced for the West. This is something that caught a lot of us off guard, but I am actually very happy to hear that news. So to go along with the Western release, they have this Mobilize Your Vote campaign. And if you go to gbo2online.com, you'll find the campaign here. And essentially what this is doing is it will allow you to vote, cast votes for this pool of about 60 mobile suits, and the top 10 mobile suits will be released for free at the launch of the Western GBO2. So let's look at the webpage here, and essentially these are the rules of how it's going to work. So, just come here to the website. You can vote anywhere between July 18th and then August 16th, so about a month window. And they'll count votes, and the top 10 will receive the mobile suit for free. I think this is implying you can technically vote more than once, but we'll see how that works. So let's go back to the top of the page. So right now, the current count for the leaderboard, the top is the Zaku 1 GS, which is, I find to be a little unusual. I'm not sure why it's top. Oh, it actually updated live. That is very interesting. Okay, so yeah, these numbers are not fake. I don't really recommend this suit. It's good for its cost range, I guess, but, so given the way mobile suit drops work in Gundam Battle Operation 2, the best way to vote is to vote for either mobile suits that are very rare and difficult to get, or to vote for mobile suits that have really good performance in battle. So, those tend to be the most fun. Or, you just want to get something out of the way. You're getting these for free, and you won't have to play RNG or mess with loot boxes to, get that mobile suit. So, okay, so yeah, the Pixie's okay. It could use a few buffs, but yeah, it's kind of fragile. Some of its machine guns don't work very well. The Goof Custom is a really cool mobile suit. It looks really cool, but honestly, it needs some buffs to its performance. So you might find it kind of average in battle. It really needs to do more range damage with its Gatling cannon. Grandpa Gundam is always fantastic. The Blue Destiny 1, it can be very fragile, but it's one of the first units with exam system. So exam gives it crazy high mobility and evasive maneuvers and stuff, so it can be challenging to use, but very worthwhile. The Full Armor Gundam is absolutely fantastic, and it's very rare, so I highly recommend you vote for the Full Armor Gundam. Dwudge is, I don't know, I don't really use Dom types. The Zamo, it's pretty cool, really fun to use, but it can get bullied a lot on the battlefield. It has a skill to resist stunning attacks, but since it's so huge, people just like to pick on it during the fights. But anyway, so this is the pool of 60 mobile suits. They seem to have separated it by a series, essentially. So let's just talk about all of these units very briefly. The Yak guy is an assault type raid. Yeah, it's a raid type mobile suit with stealth, and the stealth can be okay, but it actually doesn't perform well on a battlefield. So I don't really recommend voting for this. Is this the Goof Custom or a regular Goof? I think that's the standard Goof. It is okay. Which Gelgoog is this? I think, yeah, this is the Gelgoog early production. This is a very good mobile suit. It feels like it's a little low on the slow side. Yeah, it's a little bit on the slow side, but very good damage on this mobile suit, so a very good choice. The Zogar is a raid type. It's okay to bad. It has very short range on its melee attacks, so probably don't vote for this. I don't play Dom, so I have no opinion. Grandpa Gundam is a very good choice. The Gan is a very challenging mobile suit to use. I have a bunch of matches of this suit posted, but it's one of the few raid types that can dodge roll, and it basically has the hardest hitting melee in the entire game. So if you can get good at this suit, it's a really good choice. Yeah, this is a standard production Gelgoog, good range damage, but kind of middling performance, but you know, if you like to stay back, that's a good choice. I can't really tell the difference between all the Zakus. I think that's just a Zaku 2, well, it has a commander's antenna. I don't know, you can probably get this easily, don't worry about it. Yeah, so don't vote for it. Gun Tank is okay. Gun Cannon is fairly good, but you don't have to vote for it. It should be fairly easy to acquire through normal means. That's the Dwudge. It is okay. Do not vote for any gym commands because these are very easy to acquire. You'll be wasting your vote. This is the mass-produced Gun Cannon. It is an absolutely excellent support type mobile suit, probably one of the best. And actually sort of challenging to get, so I do recommend voting for this. A very good mobile suit. This is the Gym Sniper 2. It has a sniper rifle that, it's not a beam rifle, but it fires ballistic rounds, which is really interesting. So this is a fairly, it's a fairly fast support type, and it can also equip a machine gun. So it can do crazy high damage, so yeah, like I think it'd be worth a vote. This is a ground type gym command. Do not vote for this, you'll get this very easily. Gym Cold Climate. It has a very fast firing machine gun with very short range, but like it has insane burst damage. It shouldn't be that difficult to get, so like you probably don't have to vote for this. High Gogs are very good, but very difficult to use. I really like this mobile suit, it looks so cool, but like, yeah, you're probably gonna die. Yeah, don't use this unless you get a lot of practice. The Zogar E is it's a raid type that can dodge roll. Very good melee attacks. It can stun at range technically, so it's very good. But I don't see this thing like breaking the game or anything. So yeah, vote for it if you think it's cool. But yeah, I can leave it. This guy is a Jim Kai, I think. Yeah, Jim Kai. This is very easy to get, so you don't have to vote for this. The Zamo's very rare, we already talked about this. Could be worth a vote. Dracies are fairly easy to get. You can probably just buy it from the store, so don't worry about it. This is a high mobility space type. Some kind of Zaku 2. Is this the Zaku 2 Kai? It's a pretty good mobile suit for low cost. It should be fairly okay, like easy to get. It's probably not worth a vote. I don't know anything about DOMs. I really like the power gym. Yeah, pretty good mobility. It hits pretty hard at range. It's fairly well rounded, but it doesn't feel like it does anything super special. But yeah, it is a very strong choice. Yeah, vote for it if you like. The Pixie is a stealth type raid mobile suit. And it uses like dual beam daggers. It's a pretty cool suit, but it also it's like flying a mobile suit made of tissue paper. So yeah, good luck if you want to use that. Vote for it if you think it's cool. This is the Efj. This is fairly easy to obtain, so you probably don't want to get it for free. But this is a very, very strong mobile suit. It basically plays along well with the meta of GBO2. You know, just stun with its shotgun and knock people down with its sword. Yeah, very good melee damage on this guy. Yeah, so a good mobile suit. I wouldn't recommend voting for it. Here's the Goof Custom. The EZ8 is also very well suited to the meta of the game. Works well with the bazooka and the saber combo. So it's a strong choice, but it's not very difficult to get. Gym Sniper. So this can equip the long beam rifle and also like a missile pod. So it's an okay support mobile suit for low cost, but I think you're better off using something like a Gym Cannon or the Zaku Cannon, because this thing, it just has a problem with volume of fire. It can't attack very often, but it's an okay choice. Probably not worth the vote because it's very easy to get. This is a ground gym, very good range damage. Very slow, however, but easy to get, so not worth your vote. Vote for something more rare. Mass-produced gun tank is okay. Don't waste your vote on this. You can buy this from the store. Gundam weapons rack. So the weapons rack it's a very handsome mobile suit. It can use this 180mm cannon. It has some problems. It can't really combo at range though. So the cannon's very good. Personally, I think there are better choices than this support type mobile suit, but a lot of people really like it. So yeah, up to you. This looks like, I guess that's the ground Gundam, but it's using the beam rifle. That's kind of odd. Yeah, so the ground Gundam is a pretty solid choice. What cost is it? I think it starts at 300 cost, so it's like middle range cost. So it's a fairly good choice, very well-rounded. I think it does more range damage than melee damage, but yeah, it's a pretty good choice. This is the Zaku 1 Commander. Yeah, I forgot what variant of it, but I think this is a support type, and it can use the Medshella top cannon, so pretty good ranged attack. I'm about to buy this from the DP store, so I can't really say how good it is, but yeah, it might be a solid choice. This is a very low-cost mobile suit. So just keep in mind that when you play Gundam Battle Operation 2, there will be a bunch of different cost ranges, and typically you want good mobile suits for all the different cost ranges, because, you know, people switch costs like all the time. It's not like you can play the game that way, but like not everybody will just stick to one cost tier. This is the Efj Kai, or the Efj Custom. It's a raid type mobile suit with exam, and it dual wields heat swords, so it looks really cool. The exam system gives it like insane mobility, but it's also a walking coffin, so it does die very easily. In exam mode, it gets dodge roll and all this. It has force injection. Like, it can cancel the direction of its boosting. So if you're really into high mobility mobile suits, this might be a good choice, but you might be dying a lot. It'll take some practice, but very strong. You're going to do a lot of damage with it. So yeah, we talked about the Blue Destiny before, I think. So they're basically the same, except Blue Destiny, it does more range damage. It has a single beam saber, but they basically have the same powers, and they both die just as easily. That's the one in top place. I don't know why people are voting for this. I don't know, I guess it just looks edgy. This is the Zuda. It's a raid type with very, very high boost capacity. So it's a very good high mobility mobile suit. It walks kind of slow, which is kind of strange, but it's good at boosting. So it's one of the few raid types that's really good at shooting. So yeah, that could be really interesting. You can use this to counteract a lot of support type mobile suits. It can use the anti-ship rifle, which is this huge, like 135mm rifle, I think. It's basically a sniper rifle that causes heavy stagger. Very good weapon. Personally, I've never used it, but you know, very good weapon. So this is a good mobile suit, but I don't recommend voting for it because you can get this suit very easily. So yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, the Zaku 1 Sniper. This is a very strong mobile suit. It's one of the few support types that can stun with multiple weapons in one combo. So it's very, very good. It has a beam sniper rifle and a Sturmfaust, which is kind of like yeah, it's kind of like a rocket-propelled grenade that fires from the hip. So this is a very good choice for low cost. But when you start getting, or middle cost really, but when you start to get to high cost, there are other support type mobile suits that are a lot better than it. So it's a good mobile suit to use in battle. I wouldn't really vote for it though, because it's not that rare. This is the Gym Stryker. It's actually one of the first melee type mobile suits available for the Federation side, and it's one of the few raid type mobile suits that has two different melee weapons. So it can use the beam spear and the beam saber, or it can switch out the spear to like the scythe configuration of it. So it's really interesting and pretty strong. It received some buffs recently, but no one ever really uses it now, like in the Japanese game. So there might be some better choices than this, but it is a pretty strong mobile suit. This is the Zaku tank. I don't really see people using this guy, and it's probably not that hard to get either. So like you know, it might be a pretty good choice to use in battle, but yeah, maybe don't waste your vote on this thing. Okay, so these two, the full armor Thunderbolt version and the Psycho Zaku, they are completely insane. They're like 500 cost space use mobile suits. So you want some strong, like, space-type mobile suits. These are very good choices to vote for. They're very rare. Like, I actually don't have these yet, so I would say these are very good candidates for voting, because you want rare stuff for free. Do not vote for this. This is the Gym Light Armor. You can get this extremely easily on through regular methods. Just buy it or get it from the loot box. It's a light armor. It dies really fast, but it does pretty good damage. Yeah, so fairly average, but yeah, you can make use of it if you're a good pilot. Full Armor Gundam, absolutely vote for this. What the hell is this thing's name again? The Zaku? So it's a support type mobile suit that it can fire beams from these beam nipples on its chest, and it can it has these rocket launchers for hands, and these just like continuously fire and they can interrupt you. So it's one of the few mobile suits that can fire cannons while boosting. So it's a fairly good choice. Personally, I would use other support types, but a lot of people really like this suit. This is the Proto Gundam. It's a raid type. It can use a beam javelin, or you can also get some dual beam sabers separately for it. So it's a pretty cool mobile suit. I really like it. People really like its performance. Might be worth voting for. The Zogar it's a general type. When it attacks with its fists, it causes automatic knockdown, which is a really rare ability. And weirdly enough, it has pretty good ranged options, so a really well-rounded mobile suit with a really useful toolkit. I don't know if you should vote for it though. Like, I think it's useful, but vote for it if you think it looks hilarious. The Zaku FS, you'll be drowning in these. Do not waste your vote on them. I've never even used it. Like, I don't think anybody even cares for it. But yeah, it works fine, I guess. But don't vote for it. Like, you're totally wasting your vote. Okay, Zaku Cannon, a very good mobile suit. Uses a very strong machine gun, so it can combo from its cannon to the machine gun. Don't vote for it though, because it's pretty common. Okay, the G3 Gundam, it can dual-wield bazookas. It's a raid type that's good at shooting. It can also use its beam saber in close-range battle. But this is a really cool mobile suit. I do recommend voting for it. Okay, Zaku Desert type. This is a really strange mobile suit. It's a general type that has a shit ton of really good ranged weapons, but its stats are distributed for it to do melee damage. So it is just super weird. Like, I don't recommend either using this or voting for it. Wait, which Galgu is this? Mobile suit variation? This might be the high mobility Galgu. This is an absolutely excellent mobile suit. Vote for this for sure. Gym Sniper Custom. I don't know why its picture is so dim, but this mobile suit, it has a charging sniper beam rifle. It can also use the double beam gun, and it has a sidearm a beam pistol, which is really cool. This is a really good middle cost support mobile suit. I do recommend voting for this. This is the Galgu Cannon. So it can use a hand bazooka and has this beam cannon on its shoulder. It received a buff recently, but I haven't tried it again. It's actually kind of slow, and it's hard to... I find it kind of hard to combo in this thing. So, vote for it if you want a Xeon support suit. Like, this is 450 cost, I think. So it's like a high tier cost, but I don't think it's a very good mobile suit. Like, it's up to you. Some sort of Zaku I don't recognize, and another Zaku I don't recognize. Sorry guys, I don't play Zakus. This is the Gasha. This is a very good choice to vote for. It is a general type that has this hammer gun. So it's like it can shoot you like at mid-range with this hammer, and like it causes like instant knockdown, which is and it hits really hard. I think you can use it on the ground, but it's technically adapted for space. It's pretty good high mobility, and it has these missile launchers right here that they fire like repeatedly, and they do a lot of damage. So this is a good mobile suit. It would be worth voting for. Okay, and some sort of Zaku 2 again, and this is the Gym Intercept. This is a really weird mobile suit. It's like it's like a low-cost mobile suit, but it's a 3-star. So it has this weird skill where you can your allies can target you like with artillery fire. So technically, it's supposed to run into the middle of the enemy formation, and then the artillery fire will land on the enemy. Like, it'll kill you too. So yeah, there's no reason this should be a 3-star. It performs okay. Like, it has really good shooting correction, so it works pretty good with this machine gun, the 90mm bullpup. But yeah, I don't recommend voting for it. It is kind of hard to get, but yeah, no one cares for this thing. Okay, that's all the 60, so hopefully that gives you a good idea of what you can vote for. You know what, I guess I'll go ahead and cast my vote right now. I don't know if they let you like vote for 10 right now, or just one at a time. So here's what I'm gonna do this stupid trick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to examine the network. So I'm just using crazy coding stuff I learned anyway. So I'm going to vote for the mass-produced gun cannon. What is this? Oh, okay. You can scroll between them. Okay, I'm gonna vote. Okay, and what does the network do? I guess this one. Yeah, what I wanted to try was I wanted to see if I could write a script to automatically cast votes for me. So I could cast a shitload of votes, but yeah, what happens if I vote more than once? Yeah, I guess it seems to like keep your vote. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be different every time you refresh the page. So yeah, I guess that's how that works. So alright guys, I think that's the gist of this campaign, so hopefully that gives you enough information on how to cast your votes. You know, this is just my opinion, so you're welcome to vote however you like. But yeah, this is very exciting for everybody. So based on how many mobile suits are available here, I don't know if they're going to have the US version exactly up to date with the Japanese version or not. I'm hoping it is, but you know, they're not giving out for free all the recent stuff like the Blue Destiny things and the G-Line mobile suits and things like that. And that could be for two different reasons. I'm guessing reason one is the US is getting a version that's not quite up to date, or reason two, they just want to give us enough stuff to survive, but they do want us to, you know, spend a bit of money on the loot boxes to get more recent stuff. So a lot of this stuff is like stuff that was available at launch and then things like that in early game. But yeah, there are some really good mobile suit choices in here. Alright guys, I think that's all I have for now. So if you have any questions or comments, you know, just leave a comment below. Otherwise, hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it informational or informative. That's the actual English word. Anyway guys, that's gonna be it for now. So we'll see you next time.